Yo, what's up? We are back with another week of the 2023 NFL picks. I'm Teku Games, and I hope you're having a great day. Now, let's just get right into it. So, the first game we have is we got the Jacksonville Jaguars at the Buffalo Bills. Now, last week, the Jaguars put on an impressive performance against the Atlanta Falcons. The Bills put on a dominating victory against the Miami Dolphins. Once again, the Jaguars are going to be going into London. They was in London last week against the Falcons and they got a victory done. But now they're going in as the road team this time. Uh, if I were to choose, I want to. I like what the Bills did, even though I felt like it was more the Dolphins defense that gave that game away more than the Dolphins offense. And I just heard that, Tre'Davious White is not going to be in this game. Tre'Davious White actually tore his ACL. He got injured in the Dolphins game, and now he's out for the rest of the season. So that's a big loss for the Bills defense, defensively. So this is a Josh Allen versus Josh Allen game right here. Um, so you're actually going to see me now. Here's something I'm going to start. I'm going to start doing like where one of my picks are going to be a hot pick. I'll call it hot pick of the week, and I think this right here is going to be a hot pick of the week. So I'm actually going to take a risk here, and I'm going with the Jacksonville Jaguars to win by maybe 3 points. Now I remember these two teams facing each other 2 years ago, and they beat the Bills 9-6. So we got quarterback Josh Allen of the Bills and linebacker Josh Allen of the Jaguars. This would be interesting. So this is a hot pick right here that I'm doing. So I'm picking the Jaguars to win. This might be a stupid pick, but I'm doing it anyway for the sake of it. Next, we have the Tennessee Titans at the Indianapolis Colts. The Tennessee Titans put on a dominant victory against the Cincinnati Bengals last week, and the Colts lost in overtime against the LA Rams. This should be an interesting game. It's a division matchup. I believe both teams are. I know the Colts are 2-2. I believe the Titans are 2-2 as well. Um, we will see who will lead the AFC South between these two teams. I'm thinking I because see last week I picked against the Tennessee Titans and they won. I picked the Bengals to beat them and the Bengals lost. So I'm kind of leaning any mini miny mo. So now I heard that Jonathan Taylor may be out there. So I think for now I want to go with the Colts right now. Now if he's not if it's not official that Jonathan Taylor is going to be in that game, I may switch to the Titans, but we'll see. Next for the AFC games, we got the Baltimore Ravens at the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now, Kenny Pickett suffered an injury against the Texans last week. After I think it was in the third quarter. Yeah, around the third quarter, the Pittsburgh Steelers got dominated by the Houston Texans last week, 30-6, and the Ravens put on a dominant performance against the Cleveland Browns, 27-3. Deshaun Watson didn't play that game. They had DTR, Dorian Thomas. I think what was his last name again? Robinson, yeah, Dorian Thomas Robinson. I hope I said that right. And the Ravens put on a dominant performance. So the Steelers, the dominating loss for them, but I'm going to go with the Ravens. I think the Ravens are the better team, obviously. So I have them winning by at least. It's going to be a close game. It's always a low scoring game between these two teams, especially like in Pittsburgh. So I would say the Ravens win by 1 point, by one. The final AFC versus AFC game is the New York Jets versus the Denver Broncos. Now the Jets nearly beat the Kansas City Chiefs this past Sunday night. They lost 23-20 to the Chiefs. Zach Wilson played very great, and I'm glad to see he's doing good. I hope he gets even better. He threw for over 200 yards against the Chiefs, and he had 2 touchdowns. He was real good. The Denver Broncos last week got their first win of the season against the Chicago Bears after a comeback victory after being down 28-7. So both of these teams are 1-3. But if I'm rolling with the Jets. I think the Jets are going to get this. So I feel like they're the little better team. And this is also a match, a game that everybody's anticipating kind of because of the theme between Sean Payton and Nathaniel Hackett. But anyway, so that'll do it for the AFC versus AFC games. And before I move on, I want to tell you guys go check out my Instagram and my TikTok. It'll all be in the link in the description. All right, now on to the AFC versus NFC matchups. We got the New York Giants at the Miami Dolphins. The Dolphins I lost in a dominating way against the Bills. The Giants also got kind of dominated. They did get dominated against the Seahawks on Monday night. The Giants didn't score a touchdown, and I don't know if I can trust the Giants this year. So I'm going with the Dolphins with this one to win by, I say, by 2 touchdowns, 2 or 3 touchdowns. Next, we got the Houston Texans at the Atlanta Falcons. The Falcons coming off of a dominating loss to the Jaguars in London last week, and the Texans a dominating victory uh, against the Steelers last week. CJ Stroud threw for over 300 yards. And I'll tell you, I'm liking this Texans team, man. I'm thinking they're pretty good. They're really good. Their defense is kind of underrated. They're a pretty good team. So I'm going with the Texans, man. I'm riding with the Houston Texans to win this game. Next, we have the New Orleans Saints against the New England Patriots. The Saints lost badly to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Derek Carr struggled, and the Patriots got decimated. They got decimated by the Dallas Cowboys, 38-3. The Patriots, Bill Belichick's worst loss of his career. He's never lost like that before. Mac Jones has not been playing well. I don't know what's going on with him, but if I'm picking the Saints in this one to win. I think they'll get that done. No matter who their quarterback is, if it's Derek Carr or Jameis Winston, Taysom Hill, I think they'll get it done. Next, we got the Cincinnati Bengals at the Arizona Cardinals. Now, the Bengals, like I said, got decimated by the Titans. The Cardinals, they got decimated by the 49ers. This is kind of a game, like, I don't know. I'm just going to roll with the Bengals right here. I think they'll get the job done. Now, we got the Kansas City Chiefs at the Minnesota Vikings. The Vikings got their first win of the season last week against the Carolina Panthers. The Chiefs barely beat the New York Jets. They beat them 23-20. Patrick Mahomes threw 2 interceptions in that game. Taylor Swift was in attendance. Oh yeah, Aaron Rodgers was there for that Jets game last week too. But I think that's why Zach Wilson was pretty good in that game. His presence just made him better. But anyway, Kirk Cousins. I don't know. I think he's gonna struggle with this Chiefs defense, but I want to pick the Kansas City Chiefs obviously to win. Um, Next, we got the Green Bay Packers and the Las Vegas Raiders on Monday night in Las Vegas. The Packers are all coming off of a mini bye after losing to the Lions, an ugly loss to the Lions last week. Uh, and the Raiders lost ugly to the Chargers. Jimmy G didn't play in that game. They had to back up Aiden O'Connell. Jordan Love was okay, and now that he has Aaron Jones and Christian Watson, I think he'll be good. And the Packers are supposed to get back Jair Alexander and Eric Stokes, so I'm going with the Green Bay Packers to win this game by probably by 5 points. All right, now we're moving on to the NFC games. We got the Chicago Bears and the Washington Commanders. That game's taking place this Thursday night. The Bears are 0-4 right now. They could have had won that game against Denver, but I don't know what happened. Defense blew the lead, and Washington, they almost gave the Eagles their first loss last week, and they lost to the Eagles in overtime. So, but if I were to pick, I think the 2-2 Commanders are looking good. So I have them. I have them winning this game. I can see them winning this game for Chicago. Yes, I do think Chicago is going to go 0-5. That's how bad I think they are. Now we got the Carolina Panthers and the Detroit Lions. The Panthers lost. They're 0-4. They lost to the Vikings. They're still trying to find their first win of the season, and the Lions are 3-1 after beating the Packers. They're coming off of a mini bye. So I'm picking the Lions in this game to win, probably by a lot. I have no doubts in my mind that the Panthers are going to win this. Are going to lose this game. I know the Panthers are going to lose this game. Next, we got the Philadelphia Eagles at the Los Angeles Rams. The Eagles, like I said, just coming off an overtime win against the Commanders last week. The Rams are also coming off of an overtime win against the Indianapolis Colts. Both teams, the Eagles are now 4-0. The Rams are 2-2. Both of these teams, the Rams are looking to get better. The Rams are actually expecting to have Cooper Kupp back in this game. Now the Eagles' defense has not been good against the pass offenses. Um, but they're still a good team. So I'm gonna have to go with the Eagles. I know the Eagles are going to pull this one off. So I would say the Eagles will win by maybe 10 points. Um, Now We got the big game of the week. We have the Sunday night football game. We have the Dallas Cowboys at the San Francisco 49ers. This is like going to be a great, really great game. Um, the Cowboys are coming off of a dominant win against the New England Patriots, and the San Francisco 49ers are coming off of a dominant win against the Arizona Cardinals. Yeah, the Cardinal team that the Cowboys lost to for some reason. I don't know why. But both teams are looking great. I don't know. This is a tough one, but it's not really a tough one. I'm thinking I'm going with the San Francisco 49ers on this one. I think the 49ers are good, and I think they're going to improve to 5-0, and the Dallas Cowboys are going to fall to 3-2. I don't know if the but who knows? The Cowboys could give the 49ers their first loss of the season. Who knows? Okay, so that is all the picks for this week. Like I said, some of these may change. We'll see. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you did, guys, leave a like, and I will see y'all next week. Take care.